How is it going, everyone? This is gonna be like the second video I've ever made on this channel. Really pumped that people are watching. It's great for support. Thank you guys very much for everything. But hey, I just thought off season's still in full swing. It's been like the second week since free agency happened, so let's just summarize what Pittsburgh has done since then, and I just thought let's make a video out of it. So skip the intro and we'll just go right into it. Uh, I got a ESPN thing going on right now. Gives me all the free agency movement tracker stuff. So first things first, Jamel Dean for a corner, 3 year, $36.75 million for a deal. I mean, are we kidding? I'll take that any day. For a cornerback with veteran experience, he was on the Bucks for a while. Their defense was all right. It was mainly like the trenches guys that really needed to step up. I couldn't name a single edge rusher on the Bucks. In the comments, please remind me who their edge rushers are because I honestly can't remember right now. But Jamel Dean, really solid player. Um, he is a veteran guy. I believe he's 29 years old, which that's fine. At least it isn't like a Patrick Peterson, unk status type of player that we have in the backfield that's totally washed. This guy is a baller. Next to Joey Porter Jr., the pass coverage ratings between both of them were like near the bottom for quarterbacks trying to pass in their general vicinities. Like, it's incredible that we even got a dog like this. So, sorry to Broncos fans, but it looks like we kind of have a no-fly zone as it is in our cornerback room. Linebackers, it's a different situation, but Jamel Dean, really happy that he's on the team, and we really needed another corner. And that brings me to Asante Samuel Jr. So Asante Samuel Jr., for only signing a 1 year contract worth $4 million, it's okay for a 26-year-old corner. He is still good. When it came to the tail end of last off season, a lot of football teams like really needed a starting corner, and like Asante Samuel, he was always right there. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to make end of July decision at some point and sign with the team, and then he just didn't because of his medical status and his injury from the previous season. But as a Pittsburgh fan, I'm not complaining. I'm happy that he's on the team. I'm happy that he signed like halfway through the season. When I saw that he signed with us of all teams, I'm like, okay, he really wants to make a run this year. Like I'll highly take that. Former Chargers player, he got like 2 picks this season with us. He did blow some coverages, which makes me kind of nervous. But like as a depth guy, like I'll take him, Brandon Eccles, and the other three like Pro Bowl caliber corners that we got on the team. If this guy can play in the slot, I'd be highly, highly happy. Like that, icing on the cake right there. We'll move on though. Let's switch to the offense for a little bit. Rico Dowdle. Okay. Rico Dowdle. I'll be completely honest. Anytime I'm playing fantasy, I would never pick this guy up. The first fantasy season that I honestly picked him up was when he was playing for the Cowboys 2 years ago with Mike McCarthy, and he was all right. Like, he was a bench player for the most part. I didn't think he was going to amount to much, and then he just totally floored it the rest of that season, getting 1,000 yards, and then again this season, the 2024 to or 2025 to 2026 season this year with the Panthers, and what a dog, let me just say. You pair him with Jalen Warren, it's incredible. I can't believe that we got that 1-2 punch going on there. We also got another running back during this free agency, but I'll head to that later. But Rico Dowdle for just 2 years, $12.25 million. Honestly, that's kind of an underpay for his caliber and what he's shown for a while. Like, I'll highly take that. While we did give up Kenneth Gainwell, honestly, I feel like this is kind of an upgrade and a more proven guy that can actually run the ball more efficiently. I believe his like average yards per run is better than Kenneth Gainwell. Uh, and as long as we don't have a quarterback that just keeps on throwing screen passes every single second, I'd still be fine with that. I actually want to see a running game actually work efficiently for once. Yeah, like that's how you become a good NFL team. And that's what Mike Tomlin was always preaching, but it never happened. Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, like they tried their best, but nothing has ever been the same since Le'Veon Bell and the Killer Bees were on this team. And even James Conner, like he was okay. Still underrated even when he was with Pittsburgh, and still underrated now. But I digress. Rico Dowdle, happy that he's on the team. Really good deal by Omar Khan. We're gonna move on to. Let's just move on to that other running back, Travis Homer, who we signed the other day. I believe it was on Monday. I don't know what his contract is currently, but we only got this running back because special teamer. Special teamer. He's a really great special teamer. He was for the Bears. And we really needed him since we don't have Miles Killebrew anymore. And although we could have paid him, I'd say we could have paid him a cheaper contract than whatever he got. I think he's on the Bucks now, if I'm not mistaken. It's it's definitely not an upgrade. He doesn't have that locker room presence, but I think this is a solid pickup. It shows that we're still dedicated towards all facets of the ball, and you don't really see a lot of teams nowadays picking up under the radar moves like this, especially to reinforce their special teams. Usually, it's just kind of a plug a guy in, see how they turn out through the course of the season and the preseason training camp. But Omar Khan's like, nah. We're going to be certain right here. We're going to make sure everything's efficient. QB position, still figuring that out. Anyway, Travis Homer, happy that he's on the team as well. Let's move on to the hometown kid himself, Jaquan Brisker, who only signed a I think it was a 1 year, $5.5 million deal. Really, that's the biggest underpay I have ever seen in my entire life being a fan. Like Jaquan Brisker is a ball hawk. He's like, I don't want to say he's better Joey Porter, but he's a safety version of Joey Porter. If you Joey Porter Jr. Sorry, older Pittsburgh fans. This guy used to play with Joey Porter back in his Penn State days, and even now, like he was one of the best players on that Bears defense, and they had a great defense. We remember seeing them when we played against the Bears this season. Did not end well. That Mason Rudolph game, like it was okay. But Jaquan Brisker, he can bat everything down. What we've been missing for a while is quality safeties. In addition, I don't know how much of that Bear season's really going to transition into the season. I mean, he only had one pick, which isn't what you love to see. But if you ask any Jets fans, that's always an improvement. But starting all like 17 games in the regular season, not very injury prone, at least to my knowledge. I might have to fact check that. But he's a solid pickup, and especially when you pair him with Deshaun Elliott and Jalen Ramsey, if he goes back there, I hope that he doesn't. He should really stay at that corner position and do what he was doing at the start of the season before we got players going down. Um, really happy that he's on this team. Still a good veteran presence that we really needed. If he can keep our entire defense on check like he was doing with Joey Porter in Penn State, I'll gladly take that. That's a solid thing. In addition, we also got confirmation today about Darnell Savage, who is another safety guy. I haven't heard much about Darnell Savage in a while, I'll be completely honest. I just asked my Packers friend if he's any good. He said that he was great on the Packers, so I'm going to take his word for it. Darnell Savage, welcome to the team. We need more depth, guys. And like, we've been missing that. We've been missing like that extra guy to like go behind, like as our backup positions to our safeties for a while, because we had like what Sebastian Castro for a little bit this season. Got Beanie Bishop, and while I love Beanie Bishop, of course, it's just not that consistency that you'd love to see for this team, and especially going to training camp where it's like, oh yeah, we got a safety battle going on. I mean, that's okay. You look at a team like the Eagles, and you're like, oh yeah, they pretty much have all that stuff like locked down for the most part. We needed that, and we just needed some consistency on that end. We can move on to Cameron Johnston, our punter. He lost that battle to Corliss Waitman last training camp, and we kind of cleared up a lot of cap space from that. So I guess he wasn't too hurt by that move by Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin. He might like what's going on here at Pittsburgh now, or he might decide, hey, we're not going to punt as much now that we got Rico Dowdle. Hopefully. But overall, I'm happy that he's back. It was really unfortunate to see what happened to him during that Atlanta Falcons game where he got like totally. Ugh, that injury was very, very unfortunate. But he's back on the team. He's fully recovered now, and I, welcome to the team, man. It's just one of those players where it's like, hey, we got an upgrade at that position. Corliss Waitman, he was a great player. Fully wish that he's doing well and happy in San Fran. But Cameron Johnston, he's a proven guy. Welcome to the team again. And then I think we just got one more with Sebastian Joseph Day, defensive lineman. I think he only signed a 2-year contract. I'll fact check that right now. 2-year contract, $11 million. Honestly, that's not too bad. With his work at Tennessee, he was always a guy that could move. He would move bodies. You pair him up with Cameron Hayward, Keanu Benton, Derek Harmon. That's a solid rotation right there. I would love to see them dip further into the draft. I'm hoping for like a day 2 pick. Where it's in the second round, probably third round with the 3 picks that we got. That would be a really good move by Pittsburgh to just dip in with a 5th defensive lineman, compete with Y.A. Black for the final roster projection. That would be a solid plan going forward, but I would like to see more big belly sellies from Y.A. Black. Love him on the team. But Sebastian Joseph Day, I like what he's doing. I like what he has been doing. Again, another veteran guy. He's coming in. And while the Titans' defense was pretty disappointing last season, that's the understatement of the century here. I feel like he's just going to be a guy that we plug into the system and he's going to thrive instantly. I have no worries whatsoever about him in our system. And that's it for like the signings, but we all know that there was one name that I haven't talked about yet, Michael Pittman Jr. I mean, it's been like 2 weeks, and like this has still been shocking to me because for a while we've been wanting that wide receiver 2, and we're like, who even is our wide receiver 2? Which is better than the discussion for the Packers of who their wide receiver 1 is. I'm still unsure to this day. I think it's Christian Watson. I don't know, Matthew Golden. I don't know. Definitely not Romeo Dobbs anymore. Let me just say. But Michael Pittman Jr. I mean, you got Pitt in the name. I love that. I love that instantly. He was always that like most consistent catcher I have ever seen in this league so far, in terms of like underrated guys, but like someone that you would always depend on to make one of those like final flashy plays. And even if it's not for like a touchdown, like he's gonna play his heart out. I like the farm narrative with him. It's really fun. He looks like he's having a blast, repping the black and gold already. Uh, Solid player. I loved his. I rewatched some of his highlights from the past season, his past couple seasons. I didn't think that he was going to be available at this time, but then the con artist himself is like, hey, Coles, you want to pay Alex Pierce all that money? Which I don't think Alex Pierce is like anywhere close to Michael Pittman's level. But apparently they just wanted his contract off the books, and hey, I guess we'll take him. And we're paying a lot for his contract this season, or I might be wrong on that, but his contract doesn't actually start until the next season, which is 4-year contract, or maybe it's 3-year contract won't begin until after that. So we have him for a solid chunk of time. So I think it's 4 years for Michael Pittman Jr. and then 4 year, maybe 3 years of DK Metcalf. Wait, no, 4 years of DK Metcalf because his contract also ended this season, so now it's starting again. It's all anarchy, but it's still a lot of fun. We got a whole wide receiver room now. Hopefully, Roman Wilson, after working with Route God, can help us out here. We just need that third guy to plug in and just go out and just catch the ball. Like I don't really care what they do as long as like I'm seeing some flashy plays, and I know that sounds like very outlandish, but as a Steeler fan, I'm done seeing screen passes. I need to see that middle of the field used. I'm done seeing these tight end jumbo packs of, oh, let's throw this to the sideline. Let's pass it to Jonnu Smith, who's still unemployed somehow. Join Arthur Smith at Ohio State. I do not care. Happy he's off the team. It's just we needed those players, and even if it's like Chris Bell, Omar Cooper Jr., I'm hearing a lot of Jordan Tyson. I don't think he's gonna be available at pick 21 in the draft. It would be awesome if he was, but I don't even think Pittsburgh would take him at that point. Uh, or even Casey Concepcion, like those are solid players right there. And while I don't think Pittsburgh goes wide receiver round one in the draft, as long as you plug in a wide receiver that's able to compete with Roman Wilson, that'll make for an interesting training camp to say the very least. And in addition to that, quarterback was not addressed during this free agency, at least to any extent that has happened so far. So, very interested in seeing what happens going forward. But at the end of the day, I'm a huge Will Howard fan. So if Steelers just go off and use him, I don't care. I'd be happy to see Will Howard just slinging it for this upcoming season, competing with Mason Rudolph in training camp. Go ahead. I do not care anymore. I wanted to see some change. I did not like Old Man Rogers, Perk Rogers. Every second it was a new story. I'm fine. I'm fine without that. But Will Howard, if he's the guy and he's the guy that Pittsburgh trusts, according to like a bunch of sources in-house in Pittsburgh, he looks like that guy going forward. It just sucks that we didn't get to see him during anything of training camp. That stupid wrist injury, it sucked. It really sucked. I remember seeing that text message when I was at work one day, and I'm like, this training camp's already ruined. Like, what's even the point of watching? But now there's still optimism. There's plenty of optimism. And as a Steeler fan, I can't wait to see what happens going forward. So, as I close this off, I'm very happy with what Pittsburgh decided to do for this free agency. If I had to give a grade, I'd say that they get an A minus. The quarterback situation still iffy, and I know that's what's bringing them down a little bit. I would like to see them bring a veteran type player, maybe a Kirk Cousins to compete during training camp, or maybe if they actually did sign back Rodgers, that would elevate it up to an A, if not A plus. But it seems like they're still being held on a leash by Rodgers, so we'll see how that goes moving forward. But really solid offseason by the con artist, the second year in a row. Definitely doing a lot better than his predecessor as a GM. So congratulations to Omar Khan. Stand up, take a bow. And yeah, that pretty much closes everything. I will be doing mock drafts weekly. Still trying to figure out the whole YouTube stuff. So we'll see how that goes moving forward. But thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, go Pittsburgh.